Okay, part three of browsing through one of my favorite books, Stephen Pressfield, The War of Art. It's about the feeling of resistance we feel when we create, or better said, when we want to start to create. And I'm just browsing through this book and pick a random page where I highlighted something. So yeah, let's see why I highlighted it. Aspiring artists defeated by resistance share one trait. They all think like amateurs. They have not yet turned pro. Mm. The moment an artist turns pro is as epochal as the birth of his first child. With one stroke, everything changes. I can state absolutely that the term of my life can be divided into two parts: before turning pro and after. Yes, I can just relate to this so much as well. I remember my moment when I decided to turn pro. I studied graphic design. I went to design school, and I learned and studied and learned and studied, and it was so much fun creating logos and websites and posters and CD covers, because this is what you do in university. You just try to create as much as possible. And there was always one topic that I always came back to, and this was drawing, and this was illustration. So for me at university, I was always like, I try corporate design, I try animation, but at the end I was always gravitating towards illustration, visuals, and drawing. So when I finished university, I had to decide what am I going to do. So I had this portfolio of graphic design works, from logos to books and editorial projects, and some illustrations. And I knew at some point this is the portfolio of a student who tried everything, and that's okay. If you're trying to get into an advertising agency or a design agency, that's absolutely okay. But at some point, I knew that I want to become a freelancer. I want to work on my own with my own terms, uh, and this is when I had to make a huge decision. And the moment came when I actually designed my first business card. And there was my name, but what was the title now? Graphic Design by Sergio Ingravale, um, Communication Design, Illustration and Design. So I did all these versions for my title, but it just it didn't feel right. So at some point I had to make a decision. This is my name, and below was just one word: illustrator. And suddenly everything became so clear. My portfolio, I reduced my portfolio. I threw everything out: books, all the projects I did, even my final thesis. I just said, okay, it's not illustration. This has to go out. And I focused on creating more of illustration work instead of anything else. So I just did some personal projects and put them on the website. I did my first client projects, put it on the website, and suddenly I was a pro. I was doing what a professional illustrator does. He illustrates every day and says no to many other things. So I can definitely say this is what takes time, and it's okay if you're just beginning to explore as many ways as possible. But maybe just like myself, remember there's always this one thing that you always gravitate towards. And for me, it was illustration, but I didn't listen to it so much. I thought I have to learn so many things, which is great, and I thought I have to be this universally and general skilled designer who can do this, 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 and this. But this is not at the end how it works. At the end, people are choosing, and clients are choosing the most secure and safe options. And if you show that you are good at A, B, C, D, E, it shows that you are not very specific about what you want, and maybe even not very good at any of these. So pick one, the one that you really are obsessed about, and go deep. And this is the moment you turn pro. Decide and say no a lot of times.